Always have issues. Yay! Welcome. It says there's 13 people here. I don't know how many of them are sleeping with the playlist going and how many are actually in chat. But hello. Let's see. We have a Stephanie. We have an amazing Rachel. Look at that. We have a Dawn. Hello. A Lainey. And see, getting the last few chapters nailed, then spec check, then off to provers. Sky is here, lurking. Same as you, Heathers. We have author Thomas Hunt. Hey. This is Mr. P, right? You changed your name? I'm pretty sure. And we can be doing both. There we go. So hello. Oh, and Linus Books, Library Books. Ooh, amazing. Hello. Correct. I was right. Okay. Anyway, hello. Introductions. I am Laura Nettles. I write a smattering of things, including horror and dark academia and erotic romance. Yeah. I have a collection out. Do I have a copy here? I might have a copy stashed away. Is this my book? It is my book. It's called Tiny Shivers. It is 101 horror shorts, travels, and flash fictions. There are illustrations in here. Yeah, so fun times. And I'm currently working on a dark academia novel. So I did write a middle grade horror that died in the query trenches. So my poor novel. It was called Seeds of Doubt. It was going to be the first of the Nightmare Lane series, and it is now shelved. But anyway, Rachel, hello. Who are you? Hello. Why are you amazing?
I'm amazing just because I'm here, but
that is true.
I am Rach from Authortube land, but Rachel D. Adams partnered with Don McClellan, who's in the stream right now. We write in the Dragon Tasker universe. We have the Dragon Tasker series, original series, which is 5 books. We are writing book number 5, and we are on the very last chapter right now as we speak. We also have the prequel series called The Life and Loves of a Dragon. We have the companion series that's coming out that are going to be more of a novella-based, more paranormal romance than urban fantasy, because it goes into all those lovely little characters that are side characters and their little stories as they go through the same universe. Then I also do aggressively helpful writing advice because I noticed that a lot of people who are teaching or who have programs or even just want to give advice when it comes to becoming an indie author or even trying to query or anything like that, they usually go through all of the ideal situations and they don't really touch on some of the stuff that you might trip over. And so I started writing a little blog about it, and so that's going well. And I think other than
it's a Substack, right?
Yeah, it's a Substack.
Yeah, it is in the description box below.
I do have a Medium, but that's more of a political, social thing that's off to the side. And here we are.
Amazing. Let's see. We have an rubs hands together. Are there any plans to self-indie pub Seeds of Doubt or just shelving completely? This is a shelve for now because it is really hard to get a debut middle grade horror traditionally published. It is a small percentage, according to Lindsay Puckett's breakdowns of the publishing stats for every quarter. But my idea is to get my foot in the door through adult and then have my agent once I get one, look over my middle grade eventually and revamp it, because something's not working, because
Right.
getting picked up. So yeah.
I do know that it usually takes a long time though. I've never done traditional, but I studied doing it thousands period. And there were some of the authors out there that were like, oh wow, it took me like 5 years just to get an agent to even take a look at it, you know, so
Yep.
it's kind of rough.
Yeah. Hello, Jessica. So we have options since there are a few of us here. So let me try and make a poll. Figure out how to make a poll. Is it the plus? There it is. Plus at the bottom. What would you like to do this stream? Chat or games?
Because we're open to either.
Exactly. I do have games that I've created, made documents for and stuff. But we can totally chat. I have a bajillion questions. Let's see. JP Cheshire got a Knights Agency agent and an audiobook track deal. Ooh, nobody asked, but just super stoked for them. Amazing. And there is their Instagram. Fabulous. Let's see. So far, Games is winning. Let's see.
Got to figure out which one. I like all of them that you showed. I was like, I could pick any of these.
Yes. Okay. Adding a couple people as a moderator. 67% is games. Okay. So we shall call it there. Games has won. All right. So we have a couple options. I will make another poll real quick and we'll figure out which game to start with. We have 1 hour, I believe.
Yes.
Which game? Okay. We have 1 to 6. We have, what is the other one called? It'd help if I had Discord up with all of my links. Let's see. The other one is called, I think it's Beginnings, Endings. Let's see. From beginning to end. There we go. Or we could do Classic MASH. Or, the last one, we could do Define It. Okay, poll is going. So 1 to 6 is where you write a story. It starts with 1-word sentence, a 2-word sentence, a 3-word sentence, up to a 6-word sentence, just for one little story. And then from beginning to end, you take 2 books off your shelf. You find a sentence in the first book randomly. That is your first sentence. You find a sentence in the last book, the second book randomly. That's your last sentence. And you come up with the middle. So that will actually get you writing. And then, let's see, the other ones I put, MASH is the classic romance one that you played as a kid, except we are going to populate it with fantasy or like book characters for our love interests, and pets will be fantastical creatures or type of things and that kind of stuff. Or we could play Define It, where I have a list of very obscure words. We will come up with our definitions before we find out what the actual definition is. I may have come up with 30 of those. So I have a problem sometimes.
Imagination games. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody got the rock and roll ready for imagination games?
Let's see. I see so far Define It is winning with 1 vote.
Come on, guys.
Please vote.
Let us know what you want to do.
2 votes for Define It. 1 vote for MASH.
MASH is always fun.
It is. 1 from beginning to end. More for Define It. Ooh. We have 6 votes. Can we get 2 more? Maybe. So far, Define It is winning, followed by From Beginning to End. Lastly is MASH. Growing up, we played Mashu because we added a U at the end for Underwater Waterworld because that's where we wanted to live.
Nice.
Okay. I'm going to call it there, and Define It has 1. So let me pull up my thingamajig, my Canva file. Okay. Projects. Later on this week, I will play a game that's basically we make a hear me out cake. We just need some prep from the co-hosts, if I have any, on who they want to add to it so I can get the pictures ready to add to the cake.
I got to look at the description again because that's how it just sounded fun. I wasn't sure exactly what we were doing.
Basically, you say who you would be romantically interested. That's a non-normal pick.
That's what I was thinking. Is hear me out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes. Okay.
So we'll do that later this week. But let's see. Share screen. Come on. And Define It. We do not need audio. And present. Full screen. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Should we do this one? Let's do this one. Okay. Hello! Laura Crampton is here.
Hey, Laura.
Hiya. Hi. Okay. So our first word we're going to define, agastopia. Write down your definition in the chat. We will see which one we like the best, and then we'll find out what the real one is. Jessica says to live in shock and awe. My definition is a city where being aghast is required. Agastopia. These are real words. Hi, birthday boy. It is Roy's birthday today. It's still the 8th over here. He's still got an hour and 45 minutes left of birthday. He's so cute. There he is.
There's
Happy
Roy.
Birthday, Roy. Happy birthday. Yes. Happy birthday. Okay. Jessica, gasp. Happy birthday, Roy. Happy birthday. Let's see. Rachel says, the state of being where you are always in shock and cannot leave. Dun dun dun. So I shall reveal the answer. The official definition is a strong liking for a specific person.
Wow.
Gastopia is a strong liking for a specific person. Who'd have thunk it?
Mm-mm.
The second word is bibble.
Oof.
My definition would be a dribble of words. And my computer's dying.
No, plug her up. Plug her up.
All right, it's plugged in.
I'm still thinking.
Bibble. To dribble spittle on the Bible or the bib. Oh my goodness. It would make sense. Hi, Roy. He's like, what are we doing? We should sleep. Sleep is for mortals, sir.
Mere mortals.
Mere mortals. Let's see. The sound a stream makes when there are bubbles being manufactured. A bibbling brook. Let's see. Less than a dribble of drink. Not a dribble, a bibble. Let us see. The definition is to drink in sips.
Hey, I can use that somewhere. I need to write that down.
Bibble is to drink in sips.
He bibbled the wine.
There you go.
Wasn't sure of the taste.
Eucatastrophe. All right, eucatastrophe. I cannot spell. Thank you, spell check. See, Dawn says major catastrophe. Mine is a catastrophic Eucharist. Jessica says a good catastrophe. It just says a catastrophe that happens during an act of worship. Twould make sense. Eucatastrophe. It is, for realsies, a sudden and happy resolution to a story.
Wow.
A eucatastrophe is a sudden and happy resolution to a story.
Are those when you're reading a book and you've really built up the tension to this major climactic point, and then all of a sudden the story just boom ends? Happy. It's happy. Yay.
I think so.
Is that what they're talking about? I think.
Yeah.
Because those like that's almost those stories where you're like, but I needed more. What just happened? How? That was
I need more of a resolution.
That was too quick.
Let me ruminate for a little bit. All right. The next one is Nudiusterin. I'm not sure how to pronounce some of these. Nudiusterin. Nudiustertion? think it's nudity extortion. Like Princess Bride. Yeah.
Sorry, I had a sneeze fit there.
Oh, not the sneezing.
The sneeze fit comes and goes.
Ugh.
Nude distortion. Maybe? Nude distortion.
You see if I even spelled this word right. I did not. Okay. Let's see. Jessica says, running around naked throwing glitter. Dawn pleads the fifth. Mine is a naked nasturtium flower outside of a bouquet.
I came up with something totally different.
A container for collecting rain in an alcove. Ooh. Kind of like a cistern type of thing. Very cool. I don't know, Jessica. Sounds legit.
I think so.
Let's see. The definition is relating to the day before yesterday.
I'll just stick with using the day before yesterday.
It's not specifically that day, but it's relating to that day.
Relating to that day.
Uh-huh. The next one is sonder.
See, my brain went to saunter. That's not right. That's different.
I think I'm thinking of sounder, where it's a group of pigs. Day before yesterday works much better. Let's see. Dawn's had to do with naked. Makes sense. The word nude was in there. Let's see. Oh! Jessica says, I knew a guy with this as his last name in high school. Sonder. My answer is a group of somber piglets. Let's see. A group of intellectuals. To be alone at home ecstatically. Amazing. It would be nice to be ecstatic at home instead of at work. Let's see. The definition of sonder. The profound realization that everyone has a life as vivid and complex as your own.
That's a good definition. I wouldn't have thought it was that word, though. That's a good realization.
Yeah. Compassion, in a sense. Yeah.
I think it was close, actually.
Yeah.
Because then you can empathize with more people because you realize they've got it too.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. All right. The next word is absquatulate. Something like that. Wow. I really can't spell. Have a good dinner, Lainey. Let's see. To calculate or explain something in absolutes. Nice. Mine is exercising your abs through catapulting squats. An old word for squatters' rights. That would make sense. Squatters, runners, you know. Let's see. I shall reveal the answer. It is to leave abruptly.
Ooh.
Absquatulate. So, you know, the whole squatters, runners, the runners could work.
Leave very abruptly.
Mm-hmm. Number 7, impignarate. Impignarate. Exactly, Jessica. Girl, bye. Sudden leave. Impignarate. Let's see. To explain something to someone who is in denial. That sounds plausible. Mine is to give someone or something piggish qualities. Someone's getting impignorated tonight. Oh no!
That just doesn't even sound good, man.
Have you seen that video where the guy reads all the posts that spell the word pregnant wrong?
No. That's going to be funny.
Oh my god.
You got to share that. Even if it's a DM, share it, man.
It's amazing. Let's see. To hold something as far away from you as possible due to its smell. Ooh. I like it. Let's see. The answer is to pledge, pawn, or mortgage something as security for a loan or debt.
Different?
It is different. Let's see. Look, I read Amazon reviews to her. That's hilarious. Nice. Okay. Limerence.
I know this one, I think.
Ooh. Let's see. Jessica says, I mean, isn't it just calling banks pigs? I guess. Yeah. Okay. So, limerence. I said to be embodied in a limerick poem. Pretty sure it's incorrect. Let's see, that time frame in a relationship where everything seems perfect. Nice. Infatuated. To sing your words aloud. That sounds plausible. All right. Limerence is the mental state to being madly in love or intensely infatuated when reciprocation of the feelings. You got it, Dawn.
Yep.
Infatuated. Pretty dang close. I will take it.
I've seen it explained that way.
Uh-huh. See? Infatuated. There you go.
When they can do no wrong. Everything's so perfect. Oh, they're perfect. Oh. And then they have their first fight and they're like, what was I thinking?
They're a human with flaws?
They're human.
So
yeah, you play sex demons. You know what liberates me.
In college, we had a foreign film thingamajig. Like, they would play foreign films for free for us to see. One of them was a French film, basically called, I think it was He Loves Me, He Loves Me Not. It is told, it's the same story told in two different POVs. So the first POV is hers, and it's about how she's madly in love with this man who's going to leave his wife for her, and they're going to get together and elope, and it's going to be glorious, and she like keeps writing him letters and everything, and it's going to all work out, and it's going to be great. Second POV, second half of the movie, is his POV. He's like, who is this crazy stalker woman? I don't know who she is.
Wow.
What is she doing? She ends up knocking him out with a statue. Like, oh my gosh. Like, it's like
She's
Valentine's goes horror. It's like, wow.
That's great.
I think that's the one where she ends up getting arrested and going to an insane asylum. And eventually she gets let out for good behavior. And the guy and his wife have like fled the country. And as she leaves the insane asylum, they start cleaning the room and they move the dresser away from the wall, and all of her pills are glued to the wall. She didn't take any of her meds. It's like, she's on the loose.
Oh, man. I was thinking they're going to find more letters where she's been writing. Still.
Nope, it's the meds. And vampires. Let's see. Try looking up different ways to say a word and you learn several new ones. Yeah. It was an interesting movie. Okay. Let's see. We have Authortube. Authortube. Let's see. Dawn says no clue. The 8th night of a staycation. Ooh. Sounds like a bad disease for an octopus. It does indeed. My definition is an octopus with a college degree in mathematics. The 8th day in a month. Old English. Nice. Let's see what it is. Another term for the pound sign.
What? We were just talking about that earlier.
We were.
It's a hashtag. No, it's a pound sign. And then we got started on what the difference between
British pounds.
British pounds. And I was just like, yeah.
Yep.
So there's another term for it.
It's an octothorpe.
It's an octothorpe.
All right. We'll do one more. Syzygy. I believe that's how you pronounce it. Syzygy. Syzygy. A gang of valley girls. I love it. A container for a summer refreshment. Mine is synchronization of dancers. They moved in syzygy.
That sounds better than anything else, actually.
Let's see. Ooh. The process of dunking one's laundry. Oh. Got some cleanliness going on. Like, OMG, here's my sign, yo. We have a sign that we pass every time we drove to college or my cousin's house, and the exit was Zizix.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How is it spelled?
ZYZ
X or
ZX? ZYZZX, I think.
Oof.
It was great for when you're playing the alphabet game.
Mm-hmm.
You could get XYZ all at once. The answer is a pair of connected or corresponding things, usually in astronomy.
So connected stars, connected universes, connected galaxies.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
There we go. Do we want to continue on or call it there for define it?
Well, I am not getting anything, so if anybody wants to do something different, let's do something different. I'm enjoying coming up with stuff, though. That's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll do a couple more. Let's see. Cacography. I cannot spell. Gotta Google it.
Go for it.
Let's see. I had to Google the sound or the word. That's how you spell it.
Thank you, Laura.
Good night. Okay, let's see. A recording of a loud, obnoxious sound. Sounds legit. A device that makes a cacophony of static sounds. I don't know if you wanna. And Lara said, good night, friends. I'm going to leave my desktop running overnight while I'm at work tomorrow, so everyone in the playlist gets some watch time. You're so sweet. Yes, good night. My answer is drawing a portrait of a cacophony with cocoa powder. Let's see. The correct, graph of sounds. I won't say correct. The accepted answer is bad handwriting.
Where did that come from?
Something annoying. Yeah. It's bad handwriting. There you go.
Cacography. Okay.
Yeah. Cacography.
Something that every doctor in the United States is guilty of.
We have Asursencomic. Asursencomic? Question mark? Let's see. I see it. Caco like cacophony and graphy like typography.
Yeah.
And some nurses. All right, number 12. Asursecomic. Poison that just didn't make the cut. Oh. It's totally incorrect. Someone who loves to read Chaucer. Ooh, a failed comedian. You fail! Not worthy! Go to the juice bar! Nice. Is that for the poison or the failed comedian?
Jessica's good.
Oh. To hold someone with higher esteem than is deserved. Commercial grade fingernail polish remover. Oh, another word for acetone. Both. So a comedian and a poison walk into a juice bar. Let's see. The definition is actually one whose hair was never cut.
I don't see it, but okay. I'm sure people who know the etymology of stuff.
I know. We shall do one final one. Solivigant. Let's see. How do you actually spell this word? 2 L's. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so that can walk into the bar with the other two. A vagrant stuck out in the sun so long their skin changes tone. Oh, that kind of. So a vagrant that is color changing. If I was stuck in the sun, I'd turn into a lobster.
Yes.
Allergic to sunlight. Let's see. Something that is soluble in belligerent conversations. Solitary vagrant. Oh. A type of tree sap. Ooh. My brain did not go there. Let's see. And the final answer is rambling alone, marked by solitary wandering.
So vagrant was a good guess.
Solitary vagrant Good job, Dawn. Woo woo.
Awesome.
Amazing. Well,
Dawn's got the words.
all the words. You are the crowned winner. The winner is Dawn. Woo-hoo. You got that one, and you got the infatuation one. So, amazing. Look, I just broke it apart. Well, you gotta know what the pieces mean. So, winner, winner, chicken dinner.
That makes sense.
Let's see. We have a couple more minutes. So,
how's everybody doing tonight with their programs? Works.
How are you holding up?
Making it.
See, nope. I'm going back to my shadow corner now. Oh no! Well, shadow corners are fun. Yeah.
Considering in her shadow corner, she has come up with, let me see here, 2 pages for me to answer.
Oh. I took Soli and my brain said Solil.
Soleil.
Soleil. There we go. Because French.
That's where my brain went.
What does Soleil
I was thinking
mean?
sun.
So what does Cirque du Soleil mean? Circus of the Sun? Yeah, so take that. Take your 2 pages. Let's see. Yep. Awesome. Good to know. Circus of the Sun.
That is exactly it.
Amazing.
Makes it sound so fancy and stuff, but that's all it means.
Soleil is sun, Luna
is
Circus of the French bread. Cirque de baguette. Cirque de baguette. So I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw a reel where someone was breaking down what last names end in the word son, S-O-N, mean when translated into Chinese. And there were some funny ones because son means, like, when they translate it, sounds like the word God. And so it's gods of different things for the different last names.
Yeah, because a lot of them are.
Japan. So there was Grayson was god of turtles. That's the one I remember the most. But there were some inappropriate ones in there too.
Yeah, spicy stuff in there. I can just imagine.
Oh yeah, it was hilarious. Let's see. No sleep. Yeah. Oh, BRB, gotta take my meds. Meds are important.
Good point. Yeah, I haven't done mine yet. I've got to do that.
See, ooh, I love those videos. They're so funny. They are funny. And very creative take on language.
Even the stuff that's about the northern, like, Celtic stuff and some of the Viking stuff is interesting. The way that everybody says their last name and what they were related to is usually like what they did for a living or what their father did, or it's their father's name and your, daughter or son is at the end of it and things. So
I believe it was. There was God of Butts was another one of them. Yeah. Well, the next stream coming up is Alice Reads, which shall be productivity. It'll be a long productivity. So it goes from 2 to 6.
Yep.
It's 2 of them back to back on the same stream. So it should be fabulous. And I believe Stephanie is co-hosting. So
I'm going to try to moderate the first part. And then
awesome.
At 6 a.m. I have the break party, which is probably just going to be a quiet, hey, we're waking up kind of party for people. I haven't decided because I took the this Monday one last minute, and so I didn't really plan anything for it. But when you're waking up, when it's 6 a.m. in the morning for us, for most of the people who are streaming, then it's like kind of a wake up. Hey, come on, time to get up. And then hopefully Sam will be replacing me, and then Kay will be replacing me, and I'll be like, I'm going to bed. Bye, y'all.
Good night, mortals.
It's going to be a long sprint, heavy, low key, just letting y'all know.
Sounds good.
Sounds good, because I've got work to do.
There you go. Let's see. It's going to be 5 a.m. for me, and I would love to join, but I'll most likely be sleeping. Sleep is good. Well, thank you all so much for coming. So, Rach, where can they find you?
RachelDadams.com. That's the easiest place to find me and find where you can collect anything that you want to collect from me, including places to get in touch with me and places that I will be, events that I'm going to be attending.
So your YouTube, your website, and your Substack are in the description.
Cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
Those are all there. But yeah, you can always, RachelDadams.com also like links all that stuff too. I've kind of made it into like the Linktree. I can either do Linktree or I can do the website now.
There you go. You'll find me here, there, and everywhere. I believe I am hosting 9 times, co-hosting 15 times this week. So I will be all over the place once I have my weekends, which will be Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Yeah, same. I'm going to be like moderating or just in the background doing stuff for everybody here. And I'm hoping to see everybody around. I know that there are going to be more people that are coming aboard later in the week, so I'm looking forward to them too.
There you go. I'm not yawning. Oh my gosh. Okay. The next stream, this is the link to the next stream in the playlist. So this will take you to the playlist and video number 12 in it, which shall be Alice's.
Oh, and the survey.
Yes, there is a survey. I believe I put it in the description.
Yes,
I did. Okay. A survey about the marathon. Let's see.
Here we go. We're trying to get feedback. This is our second year, and we're actually kind of more organized this year than we did the first year, and we're trying to get more and more organized as we go. So help us out.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Jessica says, however, I want to try and make it to Alice's at 7 a.m. So I'll hopefully see you there. All right. Good night, Jessica. And fill out the survey here. Ta-da! And let's see. I am going to get my video file for my outro. So here we go. It's going to take a little finagling.
You can do it.